If you have accidentally opened this video, please note that it was not by chance. The video contains a message that you must hear. There's a message for each zodiac sign. And please subscribe and ring that bell. So let's get started. Aries. If you're single, my dear Aries, I sense you might just need to keep things to yourself at the moment. People are mesmerized by your beauty. They invite you to parties and events, but somehow you're not into it at all. Feel free to refuse or postpone plans if you're not into it. Put on those headphones, head home, and handle what's going on inside instead. Make yourself a nice cup of coffee or tea, pick up your journal, and ask a few significant questions to find out what is really going on with you. If you are in a relationship, on the other hand, and really want something big to happen in your relationship, you're going to have to be the one taking charge. If you wait for your partner to initiate what you desire, you could be doing a lot of waiting. Yes, I know it is so familiar, but you love them and you're willing to put that extra effort for the peace in the house. If they appreciate all your efforts, then everything is fine. Otherwise, you may want to ask yourself, where is this relationship headed and what to do about it? Talking about your finances, I see an interesting picture. Each time money is short, you immediately try to suck some more towards you. Haven't you heard that whatever you give comes back thousandfolds back to you? It refers to money, but also to anything else in your life. So what you should do is direct your energy outward instead. Thinking of others is more profitable than thinking of your own wallet, my dear Aries. Take the last step to achieve your top beauty goal. I mentioned before that you are very pretty, so if you already have a polished cut and color, spring for a few highlights. If you've been great about hitting the gym regularly, sign up for yoga or dancing classes too. Taurus. If you're single, my dear Taurus, I know that people may think that your relationship looks ideal. You know pretty well that it's got issues that people cannot notice. So, if a close person comes with a flattery idealization, you may help them by explaining how you reach this appearance and how you cope with the regular problems too. If you are in a relationship, don't let your home stress coming from the arguments with your siblings carry over into your relationship. Stop at the gym and work it out before heading to see your partner. You will be in a great mood, look healthy, and spread a positive vibe. You and your partner both have seen better days. If we are speaking of the finances, you may either be the one complaining all the time and crying about it, or the one who is doing the consoling. My advice for you is that doing the consoling is much better, even if you are both in the same financial boat. When you find yourself in times of trouble and everyone seems to try to break you, it's time to go to your calm place. A nice movie in the cinema, a great yoga class perhaps, massage, or a nail salon where they serve best coffee and tarot readings, coupled with a great conversation maybe. Take a time out. Gemini. Dear Gemini, if you're single and have a certain unpleasant love situation, you certainly don't have to be cold-blooded about it. But taking a detached observation would not hurt the matters at all. In contrary. So therefore, take a step back and assess all the aspects involved in a realistic manner. You will see what is the best course of action and take it immediately. If you're in a relationship, on the other hand, I really wonder, why do you let your work stress get in the way of enjoying your time with your sweetheart? All those arguments you both have, I'm sorry to tell you this, but those are coming from you. Can't you see the pattern? They will overload you in the office. You nod and say yes sir, and then come home and wait for one single word to start an argument. Why? It would be so much better when you're feeling tired and pissed off to ask your honey for a back rub, perhaps. This will relax you and put you in the mood for romantic, loving moments. Have you ever heard of the expression dressing for success? Or there's no second chance for a first impression, my dear Taurus? I'm sure you did. And you also should know that what you wear affects your reputation and how others see you. My point is, your wardrobe is a legitimate investment, even in times like this. You can't light the fire without putting a log inside first. I'm sure you thought of this few times lately. It might be the time to rethink a long-held fashion opinion. Everything changes in this abundant world. With this reading, you are officially allowed to change your style. Try bangs again, or consider the possibility that jeans really are as comfy as everyone says. A new, fresh energy and outlook on the world will be your prize. Cancer. My dear single Cancer representatives, I look at you and I cannot stop wondering, why do you say yes, absolutely, or no way, when you can come up with maybe, we shall see? When will you start thinking about your authenticity? When will you start listening to your inner child, to the wishes of your own heart? The stars say it's smart to keep your romantic options open right now, even more so than usual. If you're a female, become more like the males. They certainly want to explore the market before finding that special one. Some of them even after. If you are in a relationship, on the other hand, a troubling issue may be causing a rift in your normally happy home life. You want to end this situation quickly, so sit down with your partner and talk it over. You will be able to make it everything right again. Ignoring the situation will not help at all. It will create problems further on. In this world, with only few keeping most of the money, unfortunately, like it or not, my dear Cancer, you are on the same wavelength as others. You cannot turn off your strong intuition, and you can't make a buck from it. But you can learn few important things if you stay tuned. And somehow, I'm sure this will lead you to your abundance.
I can see a friend of yours coming out of a hair salon. So let me warn you to watch the way you present your opinion. If they ask you what you think of their haircut, you better say, I like the bangs, rather than who normal on this world wears that color. You see the difference? Try to hear your comments in your head before you say them out loud, and things will be fine. Leo. For all the single Leos, I feel you are in a period when you can notice all the patterns in your romantic relationships. Although this might be painful for some of you, please use this opportunity wisely. This is a great time to look at the reasons why something is happening to you. Whether it is something you would like to see more of, or something you cannot stand at all, you can have a pretty clear and precise insight about it. How? We know you, yes, those Leos already in a relationship. You're pretty much amazing, but no one can do everything by themselves, nor should you. Give yourself a break and let your partner help you out. They want to be there for you, so let them in. It is so much more pleasant and so much easier, you will see. Oh my darling Leo, sometimes the world gives you just too much to bear. No wonder you're so nervous. And although the opportunities to make money seem to be hiding from you, you know you can always channel that fiery energy into something creative. Make pictures, play an instrument, sing, whatever you like, give it a try. I see a wardrobe containing some oldies but goldies. Oh well, not always. Like for example those leg warmers you love, or a pink big suit with enormous shoulder pads. Are you hanging on to them because they still look good, or just for the sentimental value? Will you ever again wear these beauties? It's time to be honest and let go. Virgo. Salutations to all of you beautiful and hard-working Virgos. If you're single, dear Virgo, you're very talented in deciphering what is hiding between the lines or what has been left unsaid, and even how compatible you might be with a certain someone. Tune into this romantic superpower. I know they might have never really found out why you didn't call back, but you feel compelled to skip explanations. They will not understand them anyway. If you're already in a relationship, dear Virgo, I'm sure you love beautiful things and especially you love receiving them. So people may get a wrong impression that you are not willing to give presents. And we both know it is far away from the truth. You just know pretty well that some people simply do not deserve them. I can see you saying, sorry darling, but somehow I'm not sorry. I'm open to receiving but also giving thanks to grateful and respecting people. You read the rest. On the other hand, I can see that each time you go to the stores, you're tempted to buy things for a certain someone. Well, dear Virgo, hold your horses. Not yet. Everybody moves at the speed they need. and yours is quick. Being broke may be less risky for you than having so much time to spend on nothing. I'm sure that once you calm down, you will find 1,000 possible options to spend your time wisely. Sort out an effective method and continue discovering new possibilities in the world around you. Oh my dear God, this is not like you, dear Virgo. Your place is a mess and you cannot decide what to get rid of. Lately, you cannot ever seem to find your favorite gloves. It is impossible to track down the violet lipstick you love so much because it is in one of your 12 purses. What can I tell you? If there are organizational gaps in your style world, it is time to find a new way of doing things, dear Virgo. Libra. I almost never see a single Libra, but if you're single, my darling, you've got your mind on your money and your money on your mind, whether it's a work budget or more personal financial matters. Love stuff may have to be put on hold until you find a good way to make more money, and pronto. If you're in a relationship today, you are in an especially flirtatious mood. Way to go, dear Libra, way to go. Gentle teasing over breakfast and a couple of juicy text messages throughout the day will have your partner dying to know what's in store for later. Speaking of finances, I hear you saying, "Oh, that is not valuable, it's just a small thing." Let me tell you, my dear Libra, the smaller things in life are more than just consolation prizes. They are still life's most valuable offerings. So keep your head down and focus on what you know you can count on. You will find that out yourself once and if you grow up. As it usually happens in your world, personal interactions are positively delightful, so squeeze in as many as possible. Enjoy a non-work conversation with your office mate over pedicures, for example, or invite a gym classmate for post-workout smoothies, or make a party. The more the merrier. Scorpio. If you're single, dear Scorpio, start a new flirtation or take one you've already got going to another level. Or better yet, do both. You're darn near irresistible now, according to my tarot cards and the stars in the sky, so get some hot stuff underway. It's time for sharing that good, passionate vibe of yours. If you are in a relationship, I see that you might have been struggling to find a solution to a problem, and you did all that on your own. I don't understand why. What is so secretive about it? If you really can, I would suggest to try writing down some ideas together with your partner. They can offer you a fresh perspective and help you find the answer you've been looking for. Oh, I see that your phone is filled with many profitable ideas. You even know exactly which one you can begin with. It takes a lot more creativity to make your dreams of riches come true, dear Scorpio, but you can still pull them out of a hat. Dig into the real world details if you want to make your fantasies manifest. You're prone to unexpected bursts of energy now, so do what you can to keep them productive. Do some more exercises, some jogging in the nature, ride a bike, swim or hit the gym. That would be so much better than blowing up over a long wait at the bank. Sagittarius. I'm addressing all of you single Sagittarius. I see you diving into a deep introspection. There will be no angle or space unexamined, because when you need and want to know, you make time for it. Especially when the spirituality knocks at your door, you're always ready to open. You will establish when, why, and what makes you happy. When is the time to hide and enjoy being introverted? What music makes you nostalgic? What opportunities make you eager for more? You will not stop until you discover what is going on with you and why. If you are in a relationship and there is something you want your partner to do for you, do not hesitate to ask. It's time to stop dropping hints and come right out and tell them. Believe me, they will respect you more for that. And they respect when you're open and honest. They will give you what you want, if possible, exactly the way you want it. But they cannot read your mind. Don't worry, you're not the only one expecting people to know their wants and needs. Just tell them. Watching too much TV or seeing too much social media all day long, stop letting gloomy forecasts get you so down. It may not seem like a good time to expand your horizons, but actually both you and your assets have nowhere to go but up. It is actually good. Nothing to lose, literally. If you're like me, you always have your eyes open for those beautiful, stylish people. That co-worker with the gorgeous dress could be the key to your own what to wear today dilemmas, and the beautiful coiffed neighbor could give you tips on how to fix your hair. Capricorn. If you're single, my dear Capricorn, a power player may be an attractive type for you, but don't forget that opposites can attract too. Never cut your options. An accomplished artist or an academic with a wealth of knowledge could be your perfect counterpart. So could a beautiful tarot reader. I'm joking, but it's true anyway. If you are in a relationship, let me ask you, did you know that exactly now is ideal time for you to take on new projects? You didn't? Well, now you know. This could be a great time to start something big with your loved one together. Working on a grand project together is a great way to bring you closer. You're welcome. I'm sorry to see that although it was so easy in the past, making money has suddenly gotten a lot harder. I will say it once again, things in life don't happen against you, they happen for you. There's certainly something new for you to learn. You of course know pretty well how to snap your fingers and receive your delicious meal in a minute. Now is the time to learn how to become a patient hunter, slowly getting close to your prey. Oh, I see another zodiac sign having a rigid beauty style and thinking that they are drawn to classic stuff. So I'm 100% sure that you always have to shop at the same stores. Why not? Always get the same haircut and always wear the same accessories. Yes, I know, they look great on you, but how can you find out something even greater if you don't even give it a try? As a hairdresser said to me once, "Oh, come on, give it a try, it's not a marriage, it will grow again," referring to my long hair. You could also give an opportunity to some fresh styles and better options. Aquarius. And now is the time for my dear Aquarius, my eternal musical temptation. For all of you singles, I can see you cannot make up your mind. It is like one moment company sounds nice, the next you just want a little peace and quiet. It is alright. It is better for you to meet them somewhere casual for an open-ended hangout than commit to a particular plan. Listen to your body and your heart. They know what is the best option for you. For those already in a relationship, I will advise you to work on creating a healthy balance between your needs and those of your partner. Oh, you're a beautiful soul. You naturally want to do everything for them, but don't forget to take care of yourself too. Lately, you find yourself daydreaming about your birthplace, about the old days, old friends, and this might make you want to take a little trip and spend some money too. But let's be honest, you don't have so much money. Do not overspend just for the sake of fueling your nostalgia. You have an important event approaching. You're a beautiful, emotional being. You will look for inspiration in the unlikeliest places. A most beautiful and special sunset could lead you to buying a new makeup color palette, and your favorite retro film could inspire you to create a bold new outfit. For a good artist, the universe is an eternal inspiration. Pisces. And finally, let's see what is the message for you, my dear Pisces. If you're single and ready to find a romantic partner, please remember that trust is the foundation of every good relationship. The issues about trust are in your life right now, my dear Pisces. Build solid bonds with new friends and potential partners. If something seems to be wrong, address it. Show your beautiful heart. What will you lose if you do that? Some people might leave you, so what? The right people will always be with you. One warning though, be sure you make a realistic judgment. Looking through the lenses of your prejudice may leave you being together with the wrong crowd. This might bring you a few steps behind the starting point, and we don't want that to happen, right? Oh, I know. If you can, you would give your partner the world, and that is most admirable. I will anyway advise you to take a look at your financial situation, my dear Pisces, before deciding to make some big plans with your partner. If your budget is tight and cannot allow for anything extravagant, a simple romantic date with pizza and beer might be a better choice. And here comes the time for change and transformation. It seems to me that this time it is not your choice actually. The life is doing it for you. I'm here to tell you that this is just the beginning of a great transformation. You still have time to discover who you are becoming, and if it is necessary, to change your eventual shape. Just do not postpone it. And my dear Pisces, it is time for you to contemplate on ways to help lots of people at once. You may tell your yoga teacher about some common complaints you've overheard in order to help them improve if possible. Or you can organize a big clothing donation for the less fortunate people in your office or at your children's school. Some people ask me about the tarot card representing their zodiac sign. Since I already have a video devoted to this subject, I will just quickly go through the signs, and if you want to know a little bit more, I will leave a link at the end of this video with the video giving the details. So, without further ado, here we have the zodiac sign of Aries is connected to the Emperor. Aries is a fire sign ruled by Mars, is matched with the card of the Emperor. They are using their willpower to put order to the world around them. Taurus is connected with the Hierophant. Central Earth Taurus is related to the Hierophant, the interpreter of sacred mysteries. Their truth-seeking is what links Taurus representatives to the Hierophant. Gemini. They are connected to the card of the Lovers, dual in nature and ruled by Mercury, god of communication. The sign of Gemini is represented by the Lovers. The Lovers card is all about communication and unity. Cancer is connected to Chariot. Cancer is ruled by the Chariot. Like all cardinal signs, the Charioteer is a person of action. Like all Cancers, the Charioteer is clad in armor to protect his vulnerabilities. This is the card of determination and assertion through balance and intuition. Leo is connected to what else? Strength. I don't have to say a lot here, just look at the card and you will know. So when the Strength card appears, one knows they have within them and around them a Leonine influence, self-assured and courageous in all activities. Virgo is connected to the Hermit. Virgo's corresponding tarot card isn't as obvious as that of Leo or even of Gemini. Virgo, who is mutable, heavily subjected to influence and surrounding energies, must retreat. So the Hermit card asks us to step away so that we might reflect more keenly. It is a card that asks you to observe your inner self and foster it with great care. Libra is connected to Justice. Justice is the card associated with Libra, and for obvious reasons. The scales in the left hand of Justice and the sword belonging to the element of air and mind in her right hand are both aspects of Libra. Scorpio connected to death. The Scorpio is connected to the tarot card of death. Unlike the death on earth that we know or we don't know, the death card in tarot is all about transformation and rebirth. Sagittarius is connected to the card of the Temperance. This tarot card often depicts an angel spilling water from one cup to another, moderating and leveling. So too does Sagittarians strive to be moderate in their actions and their philosophies, actively seeking to know what is not known and make of it something incredible. Capricorn is connected to the tarot card of the Devil, and with a good reason. Both the Sun sign and the tarot card depict a force that is driven to succeed but chained by earthly expectations. Aquarius, let it be known that Aquarius is connected to the tarot card of the star. Like the star, Aquarius is optimistic, concerned with dreaming up the path toward a greater good. Like Aquarius, the star is more concerned with her celestial journey rather than what earthly things might stand in her way. And Pisces? Pisces are most closely tied to the moon card in the tarot deck. Idealistic and subject to undercurrents, Pisces is sensitive to what lies in the subconscious and what lives in dreams. So too does the moon represent our connection to our shadow self. She has her own light and asks you to adjust your eyes so that you might see. And that is all for today, my darlings. I hope you have a clear picture of the situation right now. If you like the video, please subscribe and ring a bell, and I will see you pretty soon. Ciao!